Hi, I'm Jenny Smith, and if you're anything like me, you're short on time, but you're smart enough to know we get one body in this lifetime, so we better not screw it up. You already know how your body works on a basic level, right? It's essentially a chemical reactor. In goes food for fuel, out comes waste. Sounds simple enough, but we weren't exactly handed an owner's manual at birth, and it turns out your body needs 90 essential nutrients to thrive. In fact, most diseases we're told are genetic or that only drugs can cure are actually preventable and even reversible if you're getting these 90 essential nutrients. 100 years ago, you got them from food, but today you can't. It's impossible. The soil doesn't have those nutrients, and if it's not in the soil, it's not in your fruits and vegetables or the plants our livestock eats. Even if you already eat right, then unless you're supplementing your healthy diet with those nutrients, it's physically impossible for your body to produce what your DNA is telling it to produce. What that means is that if you live and eat in America, and most places on Earth, you're mineral deficient. Now, why didn't our parents and grandparents warn us about this? Well, the truth is, your granddaddy's soil is long gone, and the modern medical approach is that it's easier to prescribe a drug to treat a symptom than it is to teach a person how to heal themselves. I don't accept that, and I'm willing to bet you don't either. So you're probably just as shocked as I was to learn that mineral deficiencies can cause diabetes, arthritis, infertility, age spots, fibromyalgia, birth defects, back pain, kidney stones, even certain types of cancer, and the list goes on and on. There are literally hundreds of these mineral deficiency diseases, most of which we find out about after it's too late, and all of which have been linked to one or more minerals and vitamins that need to be ingested on a daily basis. Here's the bottom line, and this is what the person who sent you here knew you were smart enough to understand. In this day and age, most Americans will suffer from the pain and costs of nutrient deficiency diseases. But you have a choice. You can correct your body chemistry. You can fix your mineral deficiencies with 90 for Life, a daily health regimen with certified organic whole foods, probiotics, and essential vitamins and minerals. It's the one solution that has all 90 of the nutrients you need to prevent and correct nutrient deficiencies. Now, let me tell you about the doctor who developed 90 for Life. Dr. Joel Wallach is the founder of Youngevity. He's a Nobel Prize nominated biomedical research scientist, a naturopathic doctor, an accomplished author, a pioneer in the study of epigenetics, and an expert in nutritional deficiencies. Dr. Wallach got his start in the field of animal studies. In fact, he led the National Institute of Health's project that resulted in him co-authoring a book that's become the definitive scientific work on over 900 animal diseases, a work that's been classified by the Smithsonian Institute as a national treasure. Dr. Wallach founded Youngevity to wean the American public away from the medical industry protocol of treating the symptom but living with the disease, and onto a more effective protocol of teaching people how to use proper nutrition to correct their body chemistry. Youngevity is now a $100 million a year company, publicly traded, with no debt and a perfect track record with the SEC and consumers, because their products work. 90 for Life is only one of 1,000 offerings from Youngevity, and all of them are scientifically formulated and 100% guaranteed. You'll have no trouble finding things at Youngevity to make you feel better, look better, and live better. But the first step is for you to correct your nutrient deficiencies, which is why you start with 90 for Life. It tastes good, makes you feel great, and keeps you healthy. So thank the person who sent you here and ask them to help you get started. Then go back to enjoying your life knowing that a daily dose of prevention does a lifetime of good. Now, if you know of anyone else who's smart like you and wants to take control of their health, then stay with me for a couple of minutes. Because Youngevity does not have a traditional retail sales model where half the price of each product goes to the wholesaler, the retailer, and the advertisers. Instead, Youngevity uses a direct sales model, which means they don't spend a dime on fancy advertising budgets or fighting for retail shelf space. Instead, all that money, and it's a lot of money, gets paid out to people just like you and me. So if you want your cut for telling people what you're already going to tell them about 90 for Life, here's how it works. You want to fix your mineral deficiencies, so you need to get your hands on some 90 for Life, and we'll show you how in just a second. But since you've already thought of at least one person who's smart like you and wants to take control of their health, you call up that friend. Now, let's say his name's Mike. You ask Mike to watch this short video that grabbed your attention. Then, just like you, Mike wants to get 90 for life. And just like you, Mike thinks of a couple people who want to prevent deficiency diseases. So Mike calls up a couple of his buddies and says the same thing you said. He asks them if they'd just check out this short video. And just like Mike, they say yes. And then Mike's buddies each share it with a few people who share it with a few more. Now, your buddy Mike is going to get paid when Chris and Jennifer get 90 for life because he shared the video with them, and that's only fair, right? But here's the cool thing. You get paid too. Not just on Mike's purchases, but on Chris and Jennifer. And there's potential for you to earn even more on everyone within your growing organization. That's the power of this opportunity. There's no fee involved, so you can become a Youngevity distributor, we call them marketing directors, by buying a CEO pack for $4.99, which gives you over $700 of products, including 90 for life, of course, and a ton of other healthy products you'll love. And when Mike buys his CEO pack, you'll make $130. In fact, you'll make at least $130 for every person you share this message with who then buys a CEO pack, and you'll earn even more money as they share the message. In fact, there's potential to earn a residual bonus off the people in your organization for the rest of your life, just for telling them what you're going to tell them anyway. Now, a lot of people who don't understand this business model will tell you it's too good to be true. I get it. I have a business background and I felt the same way at first, but then I found this revenue model to be based on rewarding direct actions of those that distribute the products rather than gambling on advertising methods that may or may not reach the right audience. That's smart business. In fact, this business model has been called one of the oldest, most respected business models in the world by Donald Trump. It's been celebrated for the success and prosperity it affords people like you and me by former presidents, savvy investors, and business experts alike. I wouldn't waste my time, and I know you wouldn't either, if we didn't have such an important message of health to share, and if it wasn't a viable business model. But the reality is, 90 for life is the real deal, and it's so easy to share. So, with the confidence of knowing you've just landed on the best kept secret of the business world, you just reach out to anyone you know who needs to hear this message and ask them, hey, if I send you a short video to watch that's really grabbed my attention, would you watch it? Now, normally people will say, sure, what is it? So be honest with them. Tell them it's something good for your body and good for your bank account, and I don't want to get down the road with it and have you come back to me and say, why didn't you tell me about this earlier? And then you just send them this video. Let it tell the story for you and watch what happens. Now, some people will just become your customers, and that's great because you're helping them change their lives, and you'll earn 8% from everything they buy. But others will decide to follow in your footsteps and buy CEO packs like you did, and you'll make at least $130 from each of their initial orders, plus a residual income from all their future orders for life. And because you're helping people change their lives and you're getting paid for it, they're going to do what you did, and you're going to earn more and more as your organization grows. In fact, it's not uncommon to see 5-figure, 6-figure, even 7-figure incomes in this business. That's the viral nature of Youngevity, and that's what attracts people like you and me who've started to rethink that traditional life plan of working 40 plus hours a week for 40 plus years, only to reach retirement age and wish you'd saved enough money and kept yourself healthy enough to enjoy the next 40 years. Now, remember that initial CEO pack purchase? Well, you'll never need to buy that again, but you will run out of your 90 for life and your other new favorite products. And in order to remain eligible for commissions, you'll want to keep using products, whichever products you want. So you're looking at an average monthly budget of about $130. However, most of those products are not an additional expense if you substitute Youngevity brands for things you normally buy anyway. From thousands of products and dozens of brands, choose organic foods, cosmetics, essential oils, jewelry, clothing, supplements, and more. This concept of buying from yourself is smart business, and it makes shopping a lot more fun. Now, I want to leave you with one final thought. Over the next 2 years, Youngevity is expecting to add over 1 million new marketing directors, all of whom will buy products, most of whom will refer others, and many of whom will already know you. They have to join under somebody. Wouldn't it be great if they joined under you? And if you got paid for life on the products they're going to buy anyway, why shouldn't it be you who helps them improve their health and save for retirement? Why shouldn't you be rewarded? Well, I think you should, and you only need to do 3 things. 1, become a 90 for life user for your physical health. 2, become a marketing director for your financial health. And 3, get paid for life, just for telling people what you're going to tell them anyway. It's as easy as sharing this video and giving someone else the same feeling of empowerment you've got now that you're about to embark upon this journey with us for better health and better wealth.